Why sleep is your hidden superpower. Sleep is not just rest. It's a biological reset system that controls your brain performance, emotional stability, physical health, and even your long-term success. Most people think productivity comes from working more hours, but science shows the opposite. High performers protect their sleep like an asset. When you sleep properly, your brain processes information, removes toxins, strengthens memory, and resets your energy levels. Without good sleep, even the smartest person starts functioning like they're running on low battery. Now think about this. If your phone battery is at 5%, you don't blame the apps, you charge the phone. But in real life, when your energy is low, focus is gone, and mood is unstable, you blame motivation, discipline, or even yourself. The truth is, poor sleep is often the root cause. It silently destroys your cognitive ability, decision-making, and emotional control, and you don't even realize it. From a scientific perspective, sleep affects almost every system in your body. Your brain goes through cycles: deep sleep for physical recovery and REM sleep for mental processing. If these cycles are disturbed, your body may feel rested, but your brain won't be optimized. That's why you sometimes wake up after 8 hours and still feel tired. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. In this video, we're not going to talk about generic advice like, just sleep early. We're going deep into practical, science-backed strategies that actually improve sleep quality. By the end, you'll understand how to control your sleep like a system, not leave it to chance. And once you fix your sleep, everything else, focus, energy, discipline, starts upgrading automatically. The science of sleep cycles, understanding what actually happens when you sleep. Sleep is not a single state, it's a structured cycle your brain goes through multiple times every night. Each cycle lasts around 90 minutes and includes different stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM, rapid eye movement, sleep. These stages are not random, they each have a specific function. Deep sleep repairs your body, while REM sleep strengthens memory, creativity, and emotional balance. If you interrupt these cycles, your sleep becomes inefficient, even if the total hours look fine. Here's where most people mess up. They focus only on how long they sleep, not how well they sleep. Imagine going to the gym but skipping all important exercises. You spent time, but got no results. Same with sleep. If your cycles keep breaking, because of notifications, stress, or irregular timing, you never reach the deeper, most restorative stages. That's why someone sleeping 6 hours with proper cycles can feel better than someone sleeping 9 hours with constant interruptions. Your brain also follows something called the circadian rhythm, basically your internal clock. It controls when you feel sleepy and when you feel alert. This rhythm is heavily influenced by light exposure, especially sunlight. When you ignore this system, like staying up late on your phone or waking up at random times, you confuse your brain. And once your rhythm is disturbed, your sleep quality drops automatically, no matter how tired you feel. The key takeaway is simple but powerful: sleep quality is about completing full cycles, not just increasing hours. Once you understand this, you stop chasing random sleep habits and start aligning with how your brain actually works. In the next part, we'll break down one of the biggest sleep destroyers in modern life, and how to eliminate it completely. The biggest sleep killer, your screen and dopamine addiction. Let's be real, your phone is probably the biggest reason your sleep is messed up. Not stress, not work, your screen. And this is not just opinion, it's pure biology. When you scroll through your phone at night, Instagram, YouTube, Reels, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical linked to reward and stimulation. This keeps your brain active when it should be slowing down. So even if your body is tired, your brain stays awake mode. There's another problem: blue light. Your screen emits blue light that directly suppresses melatonin, the hormone responsible for making you feel sleepy. Normally, your brain increases melatonin at night to prepare for sleep. But when you're staring at your phone, your brain gets confused and thinks it's still daytime. Result? You delay sleep, reduce sleep quality, and wake up feeling like trash, even if you technically slept enough hours. Now here's the harsh truth: it's not just about willpower. These apps are designed to keep you hooked. Infinite scrolling, short videos, constant novelty. Your brain gets trapped in a loop. You tell yourself, just 5 minutes, and suddenly it's 1 a.m. This isn't a discipline problem, it's a system problem. And unless you change the system, you'll keep repeating the same cycle every night. The solution is simple but requires strict action. Create a digital sunset. At least 60 to 90 minutes before sleep, completely cut off screens. No phone, no laptop, no TV. If that sounds extreme, start small, use night mode, reduce brightness, or keep your phone away from your bed. Replace scrolling with something low stimulation like reading or journaling. Once you remove this biggest disruptor, your sleep quality will improve faster than you expect. Fix your sleep timing, master your body clock. Your body is not random, it runs on a precise biological schedule called the circadian rhythm. This internal clock tells you when to feel sleepy, when to wake up, when your energy peaks, and when it crashes. The problem? Most people completely ignore it. They sleep at different times every day, wake up randomly, and then wonder why they feel tired all the time. Your body doesn't work like that, it needs consistency. Think of your sleep like a system that learns patterns. If you sleep at 2 a.m. one day, 11 p.m. the next day, and 3 a.m. after that, your brain can't predict when to release melatonin. As a result, your sleep becomes unstable and low quality. Even if you try to sleep early, your brain won't cooperate because you've trained it to expect chaos. This is why fixing your sleep timing is one of the highest impact changes you can make. Here's the practical move. Pick a fixed sleep time and wake up time, even on weekends. Yes, even on weekends. Because every time you shift your schedule, you're basically giving yourself a mini jet lag. Start by setting a wake-up time first, not sleep time. Why? Because waking up at the same time every day automatically trains your body to feel sleepy at the right time at night. It's a feedback loop you can control. Also, use sunlight strategically. Get at least 10 to 20 minutes of natural sunlight within an hour of waking up. This signals your brain to reset the circadian rhythm and improves nighttime sleep quality. No motivation hacks, no complicated routines, just align with biology. Once your body clock is stable, falling asleep becomes effortless instead of a daily struggle. Your sleep environment, design it like a system, not a room. Most people treat their bedroom casually, but your environment directly controls your sleep quality. Your brain constantly scans surroundings for signals: light, temperature, noise, comfort. If your environment is not optimized, your brain stays in semi-alert mode instead of fully relaxing. That means lighter sleep, more interruptions, and less recovery, even if you don't consciously notice it. Start with light. Your room should be as dark as possible. Even small light sources, like LED indicators, street lights, or your phone screen, can reduce melatonin production. Darkness signals your brain that it's time to sleep. If needed, use blackout curtains or an eye mask. The goal is simple. Make your room so dark that your brain clearly understands it's night, shut down mode. Next comes temperature. Your body naturally drops its temperature to initiate sleep. If your room is too warm, this process gets disrupted. The ideal range is slightly cool, around 18 to 22 degrees Celsius. You don't need exact numbers, just aim for a comfortably cool environment. A cooler room helps you fall asleep faster and improves deep sleep quality. Finally, eliminate noise and discomfort. Random sounds can pull your brain out of deep sleep cycles. If your environment is noisy, consider earplugs or consistent white noise. Your bed and pillow also matter more than you think. If your body keeps adjusting for comfort, your sleep becomes fragmented. Bottom line, treat your bedroom like a sleep lab. Once your environment is optimized, your body does the rest automatically. Control your mind, reduce overthinking before sleep. Your body might be ready to sleep, but your mind? Still running like a browser with 50 tabs open. This is one of the most underrated reasons people struggle with sleep: mental noise. Overthinking, replaying conversations, worrying about the future, all of this keeps your brain in an alert state. And an alert brain cannot enter deep sleep. From a scientific angle, this happens because of elevated cortisol levels, the stress hormone. When you're thinking too much, your brain interprets it as a problem-solving situation. So instead of relaxing, it stays active. This directly delays sleep onset and reduces sleep quality. That's why you feel physically tired but mentally awake. It's a mismatch between body and brain. The solution is not, stop thinking. That's unrealistic. Instead, you need to offload your thoughts. One of the most effective methods is journaling. Before bed, write down everything on your mind, tasks, worries, ideas. This signals your brain that these thoughts are stored and don't need to be processed right now. Another powerful method is controlled breathing, like slow deep breaths, which activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for relaxation. You can also create a mental shutdown routine. For example, spend the last 20 to 30 minutes doing low stimulation activities like reading or reflecting on your day. No intense conversations, no heavy thinking. The goal is simple. Transition your brain from active mode to sleep mode. Once your mind is calm, your body follows naturally. Move your body. How exercise upgrades your sleep. Your body is designed to move, not sit all day. And if you're not using your physical energy, your body doesn't feel the need to fully shut down at night. This is why people who are physically inactive often struggle with sleep. They're mentally tired but not physically exhausted. Sleep works best when both your mind and body are aligned. Exercise directly improves sleep quality by increasing deep sleep, the stage where your body repairs muscles, boosts immunity, and restores energy. It also helps regulate stress hormones like cortisol and increases endorphins, which stabilize your mood. In simple terms, when you move your body during the day, you sleep better at night. It's a clean cause and effect system. But timing matters. Intense workouts right before bed can actually make it harder to sleep because they increase your heart rate and alertness. The best approach is to exercise earlier in the day or at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. Even something simple like walking, stretching, or light workouts can make a noticeable difference. This isn't about becoming a gym freak, it's about staying active. Also, consistency beats intensity. You don't need extreme workouts, just regular movement. Your body adapts to patterns, so when you build a daily movement habit, your sleep system naturally improves. It's one of the easiest upgrades with the highest return. Turn sleep into your competitive advantage. At this point, you can clearly see one thing: sleep is not random, and it's definitely not something you should ignore. It's a system, and like any system, if you understand it and control the inputs, you control the output. Most people stay tired, unfocused, and low energy not because they lack motivation, but because their sleep is broken. And they never fix it. Think about the edge this gives you. While others are running on low energy, poor focus, and unstable mood, you're operating with clarity, sharp thinking, and consistent energy. That's not talent, that's optimization. In a world where everyone is trying to hustle harder, the real advantage comes from recovering smarter. Sleep is literally the most underrated performance hack. But here's the truth: none of this works unless you actually apply it. Knowledge without execution is useless. You don't need to change everything overnight. Start with 2 to 3 changes. Fix your sleep timing, reduce screen usage at night, and improve your environment. Once these become habits, layer the rest. Small upgrades, consistently applied, that's how real transformation happens. So don't treat sleep like an afterthought. Treat it like a core system that supports everything else in your life. Fix your sleep, and you'll notice something crazy. Your focus improves, your discipline increases, and your entire life starts feeling more in control. That's the power of doing the basics right.